Hi guys, it's Erica and I'm here to bring you a baby review. If you're new to my channel, then I want to introduce you to my babies. Yes, I said babies. I have a twin boy and a twin girl who were born on July 23rd of 2015. So of course there have been some things that I have been loving since being a new mother and a first time mother that have really helped me out since having my twins. Starting with the first thing is feeding. I had breastfed for the first 5 weeks and it was getting really hard. Not necessarily the breastfeeding part because I was pumping and breastfeeding, but it was getting hard to keep up with the supplies of having two. And I know there are women out here who have twins and triplets and they do it, but for me it was just not feasible, especially with me having to go back to work. So I decided that I was going to go to bottle feeding. And these have been my favorite bottles that I purchased. These are the Dr. Brown's Natural Flow by Handicraft. I have this in blue, I have it in pink, and I also have some purple ones. There is a darker blue where instead of the container being clear, it's like all blue that I want to get as well. And inside of it, you'll see like a little stem. I call it a stem, but you'll see like a little thing going down. It looks like a straw, and that is to carry out all the air or have the baby when the baby's sucking on the bottle, that no air gets trapped inside, and they're not sucking in air as they're drinking their bottle. And since my babies have basically, since I put them on a bottle, these are the only bottles that they ever used. And I have never noticed them being really gassy. This is also for colicky babies, so babies who get colic, these are really good bottles for them. So I highly recommend it. I think the estimated retail value for these, they come in 3 packs, and I believe it's $12.99 per pack. They have some limited edition ones, and I believe they're the same price, or they may be a little bit higher. Depending on what store you go to makes a big difference. I believe they're a little bit higher at Babies R Us versus at Target versus at Walmart. So just check your local stores to see who has them the cheapest. Another thing that my babies have been using since birth are these pacifiers. Now my daughter, she didn't start out on this pacifier. This is the Advent Soothy, and actually this is a newer one. This is the Super Soothy when they start growing in their teeth. But the one that I got from the hospital and the one that's 0 to 3 months is just called a Soothy, and this is what it looks like. They come in different colors. They come in blue, purple, pink, like a greenish color. Yeah, I guess you could call it green. And they also have ones that come in like different shapes and stuff. I know my friend, she bought her some one. I can't remember what shape it was, but they do have some that come in different shapes. My son, as soon as he was in the hospital, because the hospital gives you these, or at least the hospital I went to, they gave us these. My son, he took to it right away. My daughter didn't really, I think she didn't really care. And as you can see, the tip of it is rounded. And I'm sorry, it reminds me of a little pee-pee. I know that's like wrong, thinking a baby and a little pee-pee. No, I mean, but that's what it reminds me of. But it's rounded, and my son loves it. My daughter, she had liked the pacifier that had like the little hook shape to it, but then after a while I switched her to this one and she ended up taking to it, so now she's on the Soothy, and I really highly recommend these. I mean, if they're giving them at the hospital, then you know this is a good product. Another product that I've been loving that I haven't really had the chance to use much, and I'm really not necessarily looking forward to using it because it's kind of when your babies are sick and they're stuffy. But I ended up purchasing the Nose Frida, the Snot Sucker. And it's basically a nasal aspirator, and this is a box that it comes in. I purchased mine from Target, and I believe it was $15.99. That's pretty expensive for a nasal aspirator, but however, I had heard good reviews about this. It's made in Sweden. It's Swedish people. They have the best stuff that they make. You know, look at IKEA, okay? That's all I gotta say. Swedish, IKEA, everybody loves IKEA. You're gonna love the Nose Frida. And basically, and I might have to show you what it is, because when I tell you, people are like, oh, you suck the snot out your nose. As you can see, this is a mom, this is a baby's nose, and she's literally sucking out the snot from the baby's nose. No, the snot does not get into your mouth. This is what it looks like. So this is a tube. As you see, it has Nose Frida on it. But this is a tube. It's pretty long. It has a filter on it. So nothing's going to get through the filter. And this, I mean, the hose itself is pretty long as well. And this is the part, the mouthpiece. So the mouthpiece, the hose, the filter, the tube. I mean, you gotta really be sucking a lot continuously for you to get snot in your mouth. But it's a little opening here. Let me see if you all can see it. But yeah, there's a little opening. You don't stick it up all the way up the baby's nose. You actually just stick it right outside of their nostril, like till it touches, and kind of closes around it, but not all the way up their nostril. And you just suck at it. And I mean, whew, some of those, you know, dried up boogies you can see up in your baby's nose, you suck it out. If they're loose enough to come out, they'll come right out. My daughter had one the other day that I just knew was not going to come out because it was so far up. It was kind of dry, but I believe with all the other mucus behind it, it eventually came out. And it looks disgusting looking at it, but it gets the job done. Another favorite that I like since the hospital again, my hospital, they just had Pampers. So this is what I've been using lately. In the beginning, I used the Pampers Swaddlers since they were so small. And now that they're getting a little bigger, they're starting to try to crawl. And they wet diapers a lot more. I got the Pampers Baby Dry. My babies are now in the size 4. They'll be 6 months on the 23rd this month. So I really enjoy these diapers. And sometimes I smell the diapers and it takes me back to when they first were born. I was in the hospital because they use Pampers and I remember the smell. So every time I smell the Pampers, it reminds me when they were first born. Oh my gosh, I can't believe my babies are 6 months. About to be 6 months. Okay, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, I really like these. They are baby dry. I was using Huggies as well. I did like the Huggies up until a certain point. The Huggies, what is it called? The Huggies, like the Pampers has the Swaddlers. Huggies has something similar to that, like in a little newborn size, in the size ones. I like those, but now I had tried those Huggies Snug and Dry. I don't like them. I don't like that. I feel like they don't hold that much. They call them Snug and Dry, but they don't really hold that much to me. And when the babies do pee in them, like, it gives off this odor, like this pissy odor that I can't get with. So I like these best. However, when it comes to wipes, I don't care for the Pampers wipes because the material of the wipe to me is it's something about the material of the wipe I don't like. So I purchased Huggies, and it can be really any Huggies. I right now have this Huggies Natural Care. That's the one without scent to them, and most of the time I buy the Natural Care ones that don't have any scent. My babies are not allergic to the ones that do have scent, but I just prefer to have these. And this is a box that you can refill actually. So you just take the top off, and as you can see, I need some more. I need some more in there, but yeah, and that's another thing that I like about Huggies is they have like a lot of these refillable boxes and tubs and stuff like that. So it's just cheaper to buy the big refillable box. Staying on topic of hygiene or baby care, I like the Aveeno Baby Lavender Vanilla Calming Comfort Lotion, and this is the one with the purple cap and the purple writing on it. I ran out of the Calming Comfort baby wash. That's good too. I normally use them to hand in hand. I ran out of that, but I still use this, and I use this strictly at night. My mom uses this all the time. My mom watches my kids, and she has a tendency to use this for everything, like when she washes them up during the day, whatever. I try to just use this at night because it's supposed to help. It says helps calm babies before bedtime. I don't know why I can't read. Helps calm babies before bedtime. Moisturizes for 24 hours. Helps heal and protect delicate skin. It has natural colloidal oatmeal and it's a dime the cone skin protected. So yeah, I really like this, and it smells really good too. Like, it's lavender and vanilla. Like, whew. You snuggle up with your babies in this, and they're good to go. Another product that I like, and I kind of have, like, I like it and I dislike it. Actually, no, I like it, but I wish it was just a little more moisturizing. And that is the Johnson's No More Tangles Detangling Spray, wet or dry hair. And it comes in this bottle. I specifically use this on my daughter's hair. She doesn't have tangled hair or anything like that, but I use it so when I do comb her hair, it's just easy to comb. For some reason, she collects a lot of lint in her hair, and this doesn't make her hair dry, but it doesn't moisturize her hair either. So when I do spray this, it doesn't look like it's been moisturized. Like, it just looks a mess, but it's great for detangling. So if you're looking for something to detangle, to kind of just comb through, like, I just spray it on, I work it through, and then I comb with no problems. And she doesn't have a lot of hair right now, so it's not a big deal. I spray this in my son's hair, even though he just has short hair, and I spray it in his hair because I just like the way that it smooths his hair out as I'm brushing his hair. So I do recommend this. It's kind of like a hit or miss, so you just got to see what works best for your child. Next, I have these wet ones, and I keep these in their baby bags. And lately, I've just been keeping them in the house, but they're antibacterial hand wipes, and I'm about to start using these to clean off their toys. Since they put their toys in their mouth now, and I'm sorry, keep looking back. My son is on the couch asleep, and my daughter's actually out and about with her grandmother and auntie. So I only have one baby right now, but I'm gonna start using these to clean off their toys. They put everything in their mouth. My son currently has a chest cold, so he has a lot of congestion, and I put that with him putting everything in his mouth. So these are really good. They're really inexpensive. You can find this size in the travel care aisle, and I don't think they're no more than like $1.50, and 15 wipes come in here. So really great, especially as your baby gets older, you know, when they're in their toddler age or whatever, and you know, they get ice cream and ketchup and everything everywhere. These are good to go. The next thing I'm going to show you is the box of it, but this has been a lifesaver, and it is the Playtex Diaper Genie Elite. Our friend purchased this for us. They purchased themselves one, and they purchased us one. The one that we got came with one refill, so all you have to do is just buy the refills that go in it. And I believe for like the 3-pack refills, they're like $19.99. You can find them cheaper at different places. Even BJ's sells them, and I think BJ's might sell like a 4 or 5-pack or something like that. But anyway, this is what the box looks like. We got ours from Babies R Us, and in the beginning, I was like, man, I don't need no Diaper Genie. I'll just throw it in the trash and all that other stuff. But once I got that Diaper Genie, I was like, this is a genie, because this has changed my life. Like, this is what I wished for. It's like, step on it, throw the diaper in, let it go, and that's it. Until it's time for you to change it when it gets full. And changing it is really easy. It has a cutter in there, so you could just cut the plastic, tie it up, you tie a new one up, and bam, you're good to go. I really don't care for how expensive the refills are. though, but it's, well, I think it's well worth the money. I really like it. So it's not an item that I dislike because of the prices of the refills. I really do like it, and I will continue to buy the refills until they are out of diapers. And of course, if you don't like the smell of poopy diapers, just put it in the Genie and go. Now, I'm not saying the Genie smells great. They do have like this little filter thing that they put in there that's supposed to help with the odor, but it still has an odor when you open it to change it. It's not an odor that's seeping out of the Genie. It's only when you open it and change it. Of course, it stinks because you have a pile full of dirty diapers and you're changing the trash bag, but when it's closed, you don't smell anything at all. The last thing I want to talk about is a toy. The toy department, the toy section, you know, toys in general are a new thing to me. I haven't had played with toys in years now, but this is a new thing for me, especially since they are about to be 6 months. I have been looking for toys for them that's 6 months plus. And since Christmas came around, I was like, it's a great time to start buying them toys. So I purchased them this, and this is just the classic toy where you press the button or you move something and the little animals pop out. Now this one is hard for them because this one you actually have to turn, and they don't have that motor skill yet, but the rest of these three here, they can do. And these two right here, like with the little switches, like you push this one way and you pull this one way. They can do it, but I don't think it's like an act that they know they're doing. Like they're just touching it and it opens. And half the time, you know, it's not like they're doing this and doing that. But it's a great thing to have to get them to have their fine motor skills developed. And my daughter loves like putting her mouth all on these, which hence is why I'm about to use these wet ones to clean off their toys today, because their mouths have been over everything. Well, that's all for my baby review. I will be doing other baby reviews in the future, especially as they get older. There are going to be things that they like. Sorry, the lighting just changed because of the sun and the clouds, but as they get older, there are going to be things that they are growing to love, and I think I might do videos on things that they don't like as well and things I don't like as well. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave me some recommendations down below in the comment box of things that you like as your child is getting older, especially 6 months and plus, that you think will be great for me to try out. I will be more than willing to try those things out and look them up. And until next time, peace and happiness.